Hello, this is Chris with the Dallas Theological Seminary Media Center. Today I want to talk about how to use Logos with an old or slow computer. There are a number of students that are overjoyed when they join DTS and find that they're given free access to Logos. It's a great tool and a great resource. However, some students notice that as they have older computers or computers that are just a little bit slower, Logos really runs heavy on the computer. In other words, it uses a lot of resources and tends to slow down already slow computers. Well, I can understand exactly where you're coming from. I'm using a computer that's a number of years old. I've found Logos and make the fan run a lot, as well as use up a lot of resources to where my computer has trouble doing other tasks. So what can we do to help Logos run a little more light on your computer? Well, one of the big things that Logos does that uses up a lot of resources is Logos is constantly downloading and indexing. Downloading is adding new resources or security updates or other things of that nature to Logos, and then indexing is where it connects all of these new resources with old resources so that you can click between them and so that they're hyperlinked together. Unfortunately, Logos adds updates so frequently that it's almost a constant process of going through this downloading and indexing. I personally don't believe that you need to have all of those downloads so frequently. So what I do is I actually take my Logos and turn the internet features off to where it doesn't connect to the internet and it doesn't download resources. And then I turn it back on about once a month in order to download and index. So let me show you how to do that. If you're using a Mac, go ahead and click on the Logos icon at the very top left of your screen, and then click Preferences. That's again if you're using a Mac. Now there's a way to get to this if you're using a PC. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. You go over to Tools, and then you scroll all the way down near the bottom to Utilities, and then click Program Settings. Again, that's Tools, Utilities, Program Settings, and that gets you to the same thing if you're using a Mac or a PC. And then you come here under the Internet section, and you'll notice mine is already turned off. You click No to use Internet, and that's going to automatically choose No on all the rest of these. Again, that's going to help Logos run a little more lightly. You click the X button here once you're done. It automatically saves your settings. And then you want to go ahead and close Logos. So if you're using a PC, just hit the X button. That's going to be in the top right if you're using a PC. If you're using a Mac, you want to go ahead and close by right-clicking and hitting the Quit button. That actually closes the software, and then you can open it back up. And then once you do that, Logos will be running light, not using the internet. And you may think, does this really make much of a difference? Well, again, I have an older computer, and so I really do understand. And yes, it really does make a difference in terms of how many resources Logos is using from your computer. And I've found that this runs a lot more lightly and helps my computer run Logos and many other documents and programs at the same time. Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been how to help Logos run light on your computer.